Kiri checks his phone. Another screenshot. Yes, another girl has just screenshotted my message. I sent her attention, sent her a lovely message, and in return I've got a screenshot. A few days go by, Kiri goes out. He sees a guy. A guy tries to go up to a girl and tries to say, "Oh, hi, excuse me." He tries to introduce himself as a gentleman. You know what happens? The girl looks up and down and laughs. She laughs and turns around to her friends and they start giggling. Did you see him? He was trying to talk to me. Kiri remembers this. Kiri goes on Snapchat. He doesn't really view stories, but on this occasion he viewed this girl's story, and there it was. Deji, KSI's brother, Deji Olachinde, whatever his name is. Deji has messaged this girl on Instagram. Fair enough, A-list celebrity. And she's got so excited that she screenshotted it and posted it on her story, saying, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" Deji gave that girl attention. That guy at the club saw those girls and gave them attention. I messaged that girl in a mature, quite masculine way, being direct. And I gave that girl attention. We're all dishing out attention in the hope for sex. But so many cases, as we've spoken before, the sex never comes, but the attention is given out. That girl receives attention. The other girl receives attention. The other girl receives attention. They all receive attention. And then it clicked. Like that. Women, if you didn't know it already, love attention. They love having the feeling of being looked at. They love being complimented. They love guys who are doing well, or any guys in general, looking at them, staring at them, wanting them in their life. But then something else came to my mind. What happens when the attention goes? So let's think about this logically. Women are, even from the age of 16, I know that's even wrong, but you know, these weirdos are like 25, chat to like 16-year-olds in school and stuff, but like, let's just say 18, but even from 16, 18, 20, 22, 25, maybe even 28, they always get attention, right? That's all they're used to. They just go through puberty, get tits, go on arse, and they get attention. Us guys, we spoke about a lot, we're invisible, no one wants us, but if we focus on the girls, they get attention, right? Attention from any guy, older, if they like it or not, cool. Obviously, we encourage consensual. There's some sick fucks and that makes me sick, but attention. Everyone's look at them and wants to know them. They're hot, young, beautiful. Attention. What happens when they reach 30? What happens when they reach 35? What happens when they reach 40? Because if you didn't know, guys from the ages of 18 to 65 prefer young, attractive girls. They are the highest value by the market of SMV. You know, we're not talking about personality or as a person, equal rights. In terms of like attraction and the highest value you have, women are at their highest from a young age. Don't believe me? Editors will put that graph there. I got it here. Trick up the sleeve always, yeah? And I kind of printed out fuck offly, but as you can see, again, it's all approximate. It's not about personality or whatever, and I'm going to do a whole guide on this very, very soon. But if we just look at it, 23 around is probably a woman's highest value. If we're on a scale of 10, they're more or less a 10 out of 10. Even 20, even the ages of 15, which is fucked, but they're like a 6. Let's just not look at that. Let's just say 18. At 18, they're like a 8, if you can just see where my finger is. Even 25, not even too bad. Nearly a 9 really. 30. I know you can still see it on the screen, but 30. Jesus Christ, look at them at 35. Can you see that line there? They go to a 2. Oh, a 2.5, sorry. And by 40, they're 2. 50, more or less non-existent. So something big happens, and you've heard this saying before. Men age like wine, women age like milk. Men get better over time because what we possess, has more value. And women, milk. Okay, yes, I don't want to hear about your cousins who's got good skin and didn't age. Yes, we understand there's exceptions. Black don't crack. We heard all this stuff before. Obviously, it's about the person, their health, how they look after themselves, cool. But as a general consensus, as women hit 30 and beyond, their value will decrease, especially when it comes to fertility. So, women's value decrease, as we've seen here and as we now know, and you've seen it from examples, which have to be truthfully honest, no emotions here, whatever, it's just facts, okay? Just like guys at a young age are losers and girls are high, guys when they're older, if they've done the work, aren't losers, and girls are losers, whatever, by society. So, we know from 30 to 40 it declines. But what effects remain when women lose their value? Because that's all they've known from a young age. Attention, attention, attention. What happens when they have no attention? They start to go a bit cuckoo because they're so used to attention, right? Editors, this brings me up to the next thing. We'll put it on the screen now. Here's an article I found. I hope you can hear me well. Older women use the most antidepressants, survey finds. And now, of course, with antidepressants, it basically means you're depressed, which in basic terms, you're sad. So they're sad about their life, okay? Older women use the most antidepressants. Maybe just based on this survey, but as a whole, from my research and everything that makes sense from what I've seen, older women are the highest rate of antidepressants. So older women are the most sad. Let's kind of dive into this. Let's relax and see. So editors, we'll put this part out and I'll read it out. As previously published, NCHS data brief has revealed that women, 10.4%, were almost twice as likely as men, 5.5%, to have depression, and that women are 2 to 3 times more likely than men to develop depression. So, again, there's a lot of factors. Men are generally won't probably speak about their emotion. They indulge in other things, as the article even said here, something about drugs and alcohol, which again makes sense. Women are probably a bit more emotional and open and everything like that. But again, this is just a perspective we're touching on. We'll read this part for a sec. The most recent editors will put it there. The most recent NCHS brief has also shown that for men and women, rates of antidepressant use increased with age. Among women, antidepressants rose from 10.3 those aged 18 to 39 to 23 among women aged 60 and older. 24.3% for women 60 and older. 24.3%, and again we'll put it there. Women aged 60 and older. Editors, can you see that? Okay, so we haven't got 60 on the graph, but 55 is not even a 1. It's like 0.5. It doesn't exist. Women who are 60 and over don't exist the same way young guys are 18. Again, let's look at the graph as a whole. Editors, we'll put it there. Guys who are 18. Okay, well, it's not got a men thing, but again, this is technically here. So guys who are basically 15 are the same as women who are 55. And now it makes sense. Because women are deemed on more socially and beauty and, oh, people are looking at me and everything. That's completely fine. But the highest use of antidepressants, the saddest people, technically, are older women. And I honestly think the lack of attention, the drop like that from 30 downwards to 40, again, you can still look healthy in your skin and everything, but the general drop really hits them hard because they're not used to it. Men are used to being beat down from a young age, and then we rise up. Women are instantly up and they go down. And when they're down, they're thinking, what the fuck? I was up here. This is an element, and I'm not saying the reason, but it's definitely a factor as to why older women are on antidepressants, because they don't simply get the attention they crave for, or the attention they're used to, or the attention they've known from young. Put simply, me being a man, you being a man, probably, and women being a woman, okay, whatever. Everyone has their time in the sun. And that's it. That's the simple way. We all have our time in the sun. Again, editors will put the graph. Women's time is the highest value when they're 23. Men's highest value is when they're 36, 37 and on top of the world. And you know what happens when we get older? We both slowly fade. Women peak early and drop off, and men peak a long time and have a longer duration if they've done the work. If you're a guy and you're feeling down about yourself, you don't. Because you have to remember the longevity, and it's not even guaranteed. You may even die, and that's how life goes. That's how life goes. But if you do the hard work, which is very, very, very hard and 90% won't, you can have an amazing life later on. Women will guarantee to have a good life and then slowly drop off no matter what. However, the facts speak for themselves. We all have our time in the sun. As men, we just need to acknowledge that our time is in the future, where young hot women's time is probably now. 10, 20 years go by, those tables flip and those tables change, and we have our time in the sun. And women feel what us young men feel now, being completely invisible and alone to anyone they ever cared about, or to society as a whole. Put simply, we don't hate on anyone, but we all have our time in the sun. Work hard for yours. If you want to fix your life today or have access to my free self-improvement guide, all links will be down below. If you also like one-on-one coaching sessions or like to learn from my Skool share classes, all links down below.